Hello children, how are you people at home? Welcome to our next lecture of science. We are studying lesson number 4, nutrition in living organisms. Till now we have learned how nutrition takes place in different kinds of plants. Then what are the different types of nutrition found in plants? Some plants they cannot grow prepare their own food, so they are dependent on other plants for the food. Okay, such type of nutrition is also found in animals. Now let us see nutrition in animals. Textbook page number 30. All of you see nutrition in animals. This concept refers to the body's need for nutrients made of ingesting food and its use in the body. What are the various nutrients in food? For what purpose are the nutrients used? Nutrients necessary for various activities of the body are obtained from food. This we have seen in the beginning of the lesson itself. They are supplied to the various parts of body through blood. The blood the food that we consume does not mix with blood as it is. It needs to convert into soluble forms that can easily mix in blood. Nutrients in animals involves various steps for ingestion to egestion. Now what is this ingestion and egestion? Children, the food that we people eat, we are also animals, yes or no? So the food that we eat, the more big piece of chapati you eat, it doesn't mix in the blood as it is. It is first made into fine paste, and the only important carbohydrates, proteins are absorbed, and then these carbohydrates and proteins are given in the blood in the form of energy. So it has some steps. Let us see the steps in nutrition. First step is ingestion. Ingestion means putting the food inside your mouth. Food is taken into the body. Second step is digestion. As soon as the food is put in the mouth, digestion process starts. But it is pushed through esophagus to the stomach. And in stomach, the complete digestion of food is done. Conversion of food into simple soluble forms. Then absorption, transfer of soluble food to the blood. Means in the stomach, the food is churned and made mixture, and then it is passed through small intestine, large intestine, where the important nutrients are absorbed in the blood, like carbohydrates, fats, sugar, all these things are absorbed and given to the blood. Then assimilation, utilization of absorbed food by cells and tissues for energy production, growth and repair. All these things are done in the process of assimilation. Then comes egestion, removal of waste product and undigested food from the body. You go for urination, you go for toilet, whatever comes out of your body, it is a waste part of the food, and that process is called egestion. Okay. See the next page number 31. Types of nutrition in animals. First is holozoic nutrition. What it is? Holozoic nutrition. Amoeba does not have organs like hands and mouth. It is a unicellular animal. It can take food through any part of the surface of the unicellular body. It surrounds the food particle from all sides to take it into the cell. After that, it digests the food with the help of different enzymes. Undigested food is left behind as the amoeba moves further with the help of pseudopodia. In unicellular animals like amoeba, euglena, paramecium, etc., all the steps of nutrition occur within their unicellular body. You must be knowing in science 6th standard itself, unicellular, multicellular you have studied. Unicellular animals examples are amoeba, euglena, paramecium. Amoeba, you can see the diagram here. This is the diagram of amoeba. How does it take? Amoeba goes in search of prey, and then it takes from any side. It takes the prey inside, and after digestion also takes place in the single cell, and whatever is left behind, lose it and then moves further. The longest part through which amoeba moves further is called pseudopodia. The spelling of pseudopodia is given Pseudopodia. Even if it begins with P, you have to pronounce it as pseudopodia. Okay. See the next paragraph. Insects have mouth parts for ingestion of food. For example, insects like the cockroach and grasshopper which nibble have jaw-like mouth parts. Butterflies suck food with a tube-like proboscis. Mosquitoes and bedbugs use a needle-like mouth part to pierce and a tube-like mouth part to suck blood or other fluids. Mosquito, very great example, you must be know. As the mosquito bites, we hit there and we have an itching sensation. Why? Because it has a needle type part. Mosquito is having a needle type part. It pricks the needle type part in our skin and then it sucks blood from our body. And blood is the food of mosquito then. So such type of insects they use, and that needle type part which is present is called proboscis. So some insects they use proboscis to suck their food. Example, mosquito and butterflies. Okay, turn the page children. Page number 32. According to the type of food, animals can be classified. This you know. Herbivorous, carnivorous and omnivorous. 3 types. Herbivorous means they depend on only plants. Carnivorous means they depend on another animals for food. And omnivorous means they depend both on plants and animals. Let us see. Herbivorous use plants directly as their food. For example, grazing animals like, and granivorous and frugivorous, that is fruit eaters. Okay. Carnivorous are animals that depend on other animals for their food as carnivores. Carnivores are indirectly dependent on plants for food. Example are animals that feed on herbivorous predators, animals that feed on insects, insectivorous. Okay. Omnivorous, animals that obtain their food both from plants and animals are called omnivorous. Example, monkey, chimpanzee, human beings. In humans, some are non-vegetarians. They eat vegetables also. They eat non-veg. Non-veg means chicken, mutton, egg, all these things. Fish they eat. That is, they are eating animals. So human beings comes in the class of omnivorous. Okay. Scavengers obtain their food from dead bodies of animals. For example, vulture, crow, hyena. Scavengers means big birds. They obtain their food from dead animals. Wherever the animal is dead, they obtain food from them. Then decomposers are some microbes which obtain their food by decomposing dead bodies of organisms or other materials. They are very small animals and they decompose the body of the animals in the soil. Okay. Second type of nutrition is saprozoic nutrition. Some insects, unicellular animals obtain the nutrients by absorbing liquid organic material from the dead bodies of other animal or from the environment. This is saprozoic nutrition. Example, houseflies, ants and spider. Means these animals they obtain their food from dead animals, but only the fluid part. Only the fluid part. Fluid means only the liquid part. That is, they are called saprozoic nutrition. Now let us see what is parasitic nutrition. See the paragraph children below. Some animals depend upon other animals for food. They can obtain the food only from animals on whom they are dependent. This is called parasitic nutrition. Some animals live on the body surface of other animals and obtain their food by sucking their blood. This is called ectoparasitic nutrition, and such animals are called ectoparasite. For example, Louis, bedbug, tick, etc. You must be knowing the lice which are present in the long hairs of girls, especially lice. In Marathi you say Jew. that is nothing but ectoparasitic animal. They live in the hair and from the body they suck the blood and they live there very nicely. Then they are said to be ectoparasitic because they are outside the body. Then let us see further. Animals like tapeworm and roundworms lives inside the body of other animals and obtain their food. This is called endoparasitic nutrition, and these animals are known as endoparasites. You must be knowing, small children, your parents would say that in the stomach some kida is there. Now what is this kida? This kida means nothing but this roundworms and tapeworms which are present in human body inside. They are present inside, and from there only they take the food for themselves, and so they are said to be endoparasitic animals. Endoparasitic animals, and they are said to be, those animals are said to be endoparasites. So by these children we have completed our lesson number 4. I'll give you some questions. Children, I will explain you 5 lessons of science, and then after the explanation of all the lessons, I will give you only textual notes on the board which you will take down. Okay. So after 4th lesson, we will begin with 5th lesson. As soon as we complete 5th lesson, we will be going for notes. Okay. Now take down some questions I'll give you on the board. Okay, see the 3 question, children. After this, we'll meet in our next lecture. First question is, write the steps in nutrition in animals. Explain how does amoeba ingest food. Third, what is meant by ectoparasitic nutrition and endoparasitic nutrition. All the answers are there in the textbook. Read carefully. You will get the answer, and we'll meet in our next lecture. Thank you.